Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to sit down and play with some makeup, and I figured I would bring you guys along, just hang out, experiment together and have some fun. So I think we're going to be doing more of like a tie-dye, kind of cotton candy, colorful eyeshadow look. I don't know, I have a vision in my head and I hope that it turns out the way I want it. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. If that sounds interesting to you, then definitely keep on watching. Go ahead and get cozy, or grab your makeup brushes, grab some coffee, grab some water, grab some tea, whatever you like, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've already done my brows and primed my eyelids. So I'm going to start with the eyes just because I'm going to be doing more of a colorful look. So I'm going to be diving into my Fun Size Sugar Pill palette. I just think the color story for this is going to be perfect for what I want to do. Very pretty pastel light, colorful rainbow look I got in here. So let's go ahead and bring that to life. I think I want to first jump into this really cool like aqua shade called Cheat Code. And I'm going to take that on a shader brush, a flat shader brush. And I'm actually going to start packing this all over my eyelid. Okay, I just zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can see better. I've used this palette a couple times, and so far I'm really impressed by the formula. Everything is just super pigmented, not chalky, and blends out really well. So I'm just packing this on. I'm not sweeping too much because I don't want to get a bunch of turquoise all over my skin. So I'm just kind of lightly patting it to build up the intensity. And I'm just going about halfway across my lid. Well, really 3/4 of the way, I guess. I'm gonna put a little bit more pigment up here, so it's kind of coming down at an angle. Okay, on the other side of that brush, this side, I'm gonna take this pink shade called Level Up, and I'm going to apply that to the outer third of my lid. I'm going for more of like a cotton candy vibe. And I'm really trying to get as much of that pigment as close to the lash line as possible. And then working it into the crease. So I'm actually going to take a fluffy brush to blend this out. There's no product on it, it's just clean. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that pink. Then I'm going to take another fluffy brush to blend out the turquoise. And pop a little bit on there, not too much, just a tiny bit. And then I'm going over this edge here where the two shades meet. I'm going to place a little bit of this periwinkle color just where those two shades meet to help them sort of blend together. And this is the perfect shade for this because, pink and blue together make purple, so, well, red and blue, but pink and blue sort of make a purple, like a lighter purple like this, so it just makes sense. Like when you're working with colors, you want to go along with color theory, so, you're not going to place, you could place like an orange right there, but it would just look like three separate colors. It wouldn't really look like as blended. You know what I mean? Cool, I like how that looks. I'm just tucking a little bit more of that periwinkle shade into this little socket right here just to lift the eyes. Alright, let's shake things up a little bit. We're going to go in with this awesome lime green color called Twitch. And I'm going to pop that on the first half of my crease, just with a fluffy brush. That turquoisey color looks so cool with this. I'm concentrating most of the color right here in my little socket and then diffusing it upwards once I have less product on the brush. And I'm kind of going where the periwinkle kind of starts. So I guess it's a little bit further than halfway, like 3/4 of the way. All right, let's go all out and let's go in with the shade High Score. Such a fun tangerine orangey yellow. And on a fluffy brush, I'm just gonna start working that in the outer third of my crease, like above the crease. Feel like a bag of Skittles in the best way possible. To add a little bit of depth, I'm going to take a little bit of this True Red called Game Over on a tiny fluffy brush. I'm just going to pop that right in this outer socket right here, just to add a little bit of depth right there, where the pink meets the orange. I'm going to drag it to my lash line as well, just in like a sideways V sort of shape. And then going back in with the brush that we had with the orange, not adding anything, but just blending together those colors. Actually, I am going to add just a touch more, just to really make sure there's no harsh lines. And then I'm going to take this green up a little bit higher. Alright, right where this green and the orange meet, I'm going to take this olive green shade called Continue, and I'm just going to use that to sort of meld those two colors together. I felt like the lime green and the orange were looking a little bit disjointed, so I feel like this really helps to tie them together. All of the tones in this palette work together so beautifully. It's a really well thought out palette. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back to finish up the eyes. Okay, so I just went ahead and finished up the rest of my makeup. If you're interested in any of the products that I used, I will list them in the description box down below. Now let's go ahead and finish up these eyes. I'm gonna jump back into the Fun Size palette. So I think I wanna mirror what we did on the top to the bottom. So I'm gonna start with Cheat Code, working that right against my lashes on this inner third here. Alright, and then I'm going to take the periwinkle bit, 8-bit, place that in the middle, overlapping a little bit with the initial shade we placed. And I'm not dragging these colors too far down. I really want them to be kind of close to my lashes. And then on the outer third here, I'm going to take the hot pink called Level Up, and I'm going to make sure I connect that to the colors that I have on top. And then on a slightly fluffier brush, it's still pretty flat and tiny, I'm going to create the sort of like lower transition. So I'm going to go into Twitch and just scribble that below the blue, but I don't want to go too low, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take Continue, the really mustardy, olivey green, and pop that underneath the periwinkle. And then I'm going to take the vibrant orange called High Score, and I'm going to pop that underneath the pink. Alright, I'm just going to curl my lashes, apply some mascara, and we will meet up back here for a look at the final look. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I really love how it turned out. It's just so fun and bright. It makes me happy and makes me also oddly want Skittles. But yeah, it's just like the final hurrah for summer, I feel, because, you know, like, everyone's super excited for fall, and I am too. I love pumpkins, I love Halloween, I love the weather. It's starting to change here. It's no longer like hot and muggy. It's actually really beautiful and crisp and just makes you feel alive every time you breathe the air in. So I'm all for fall and autumn and all of that beautiful, wonderful orangey jazz, and those makeup looks will be coming soon. But yeah, I just really wanted to play with some color today and do like this tie-dye kind of explosion on my eyes. So I hope you guys had fun with me and like how the look turned out. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It would mean so much to me. I love you all so much. Remember that God loves you, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.